A liberal professor told students at Boston University that white people who treat all races equally are dangerous. The lecture, entitled "What Does It Mean to Be White?" was given by University of Washington professor Robin DiAngelo. DiAngelo, who according to her website specializes in whiteness studies, added that people who say they've been taught to treat everyone the same deny black people their reality. "If you are being honest, you've probably said it," she said of being taught to treat everyone the same. "Your parents could lecture you to do it, but, you don't do it, you can't do it, there is no human objectivity." Pluralist.com reports, DiAngelo said that when she hears people say they are colorblind, they are revealing their own ignorance. "This person doesn't understand basic socialization," she said. "This person doesn't understand culture. This person is not self-aware. And I need to give a heads up to the white people in the room," DiAngelo said. "When people of color hear us say this, they're generally not thinking, 'All right, I'm talking to a woke white person right now.' Usually some version of eye-rolling is going on, and a wall is going up. My friend Erin Trent Johnson, she says, when I hear a white person say this, what I am thinking is, this is a dangerous white person. This is a white person who is going to need to deny my reality," DiAngelo continued. DiAngelo's remarks seemed diametrically opposed to the teachings of Drive. Martin Luther King Jr., a Boston University graduate, who famously hoped his children would one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. For DiAngelo, however, racial identity is not a trait that should be transcended. "I want to be clear that as I stand up here with authority and a voice on this topic, I'm reinforcing whiteness and the centrality of the white view," she said, admitting to her own limitations as a white person. "I'd like to be a little less white, which means a little less oppressive, oblivious, defensive, ignorant and arrogant." DiAngelo said the traditional definition of racism, that an individual who consciously does not like people based on race and is intentionally mean to them, actually works as a way to protect real racism. The real threat, according to DiAngelo, is the systemic racism in the media, the family, religion, education, economics, language and criminal justice system. DiAngelo also tackled feminism during the lecture, claiming the country is currently filled with rampant sexism. She noted that a majority of politicians, directors, and police officers are male, and said it was sexist to imply males just happen to be more inclined to enjoy these fields of work. "We live in a patriarchy," she said, pointing to her own husband as an example of how men benefit from the system. DiAngelo, who authored the book White Fragility, Why It's So Hard for White People to Talk About Racism, concluded her lecture by encouraging the audience to view people in terms of race, not as individuals. While at one time DiAngelo's lecture may have seemed radical, her view has increasingly become more mainstream among those on the progressive left. An insistence on categorizing individuals according to race has become particularly prevalent on college campuses, where schools have allowed racial segregation in dorms and classrooms in service of wokeness. Let's block ads. Why?